Right now I'm driving down the road picking up tires that were dumped in the ditch. Panama has some issues when it comes to dumping garbage along the roadsides, unfortunately. If you're one of those people who likes to bitch about things but never actually lift a finger to be a part of the solution, then living in Latin America or in the developing world is not for you. I've met that kind here. You're a dime a dozen, and you grow old and bitter very quickly in Latin America. Here, every rural road has a similar dump site. There are tens of thousands of dumps like this on the roadsides. What I'm doing today is I'm collecting tires, doing my little part to try to clean up the environment. I can't actually get those tires way down there, which is unfortunate, but every 50 feet of road I cross, there's another tire in the ditch. So I'm getting a good load anyway. It's not like I actually need the things, but I'm going to build with them because I'm trying to repurpose. So essentially, by shoring up my trails, I can do with the tires. Also, I can build campsites with the tires. I'm trying to lead by example. If you're that kind of person that sees a problem and can lead by example, I will take you as a volunteer worker right now. We need millions more people like this in Latin America. I remember looking at the homeless camps in North America, and they had garbage everywhere. Well, why? Because they didn't have a proper garbage pickup system. I was actually working and living in the forest at the time, but I would come into the city and work directly with the homeless camp because they needed my help and I was called to do so. With the help of a few others with the same calling, we created a food delivery system where we would pick up the food and groceries that the grocery store was about to throw out, and we would tell them we're taking it for animal feed. Then we would feed it to the homeless. The things I saw and experienced aren't easy to explain, but to make a long story short, the city was upset at the homeless because they had garbage everywhere, and it was becoming apparent that they were not happy. If I would look at the comments on newspaper articles on Facebook about the homeless, it was atrocious. The people's attitudes were very bad, and they really didn't understand what it was like to be completely desolated. Anyhow, I made the right friends to make it a safe ministry, and what we ended up doing was going to Supreme Court, and the homeless ended up defeating Supreme Court, and I was there through the entire process. Once they defeated Supreme Court and were allowed to stay in their inner city spot, they were then given garbage bins. And you know what? All of a sudden, they were given a purpose. The garbage was cleaned up, and they had the function of keeping a clean camp. It gave them purpose. It gave them something to do that was positive, and they knew that, and they needed it. They started to function in other positive roles and becoming useful members of society. A little food and a little attention goes a long way. So today in the developing world, it's a plastic wasteland. But it's not the fault of the poor. They lack the education and they lack the garbage system pickup. Give them a garbage system pickup and an education as to why it's not good to pollute, and they will certainly pick up their garbage. They're going to help me with my tires if I ask them to, and they will feel the presence of a reward. And that reward being that you're doing something good on this planet. Well, these tires are already coming in handy, eh, chickens? Score! A whole bunch of termites. So we're just here at one of our construction stores called Kamasa. We picked up 20 sacks of cement and we're going to create a nice deck outside of our kitchen with this cement. This is for the forms, and then we're going to fill it all in, get more cement, and boom, we're going to have a beautiful deck. It's going to be awesome. You guys are going to love it. One of the things we're doing right now is scraping down a few of the rusty spots, like here and there. It's actually Jose doing the work. Hey Jose! ¿Cómo estás?
Bien, bien.
Excelente. Here is the form coming in. Concrete blocks. They poured cement today. We actually used the cement bags for our gardening. We will put mulch on top of them, and it will help us tame the jungle in areas where we want to tame it so that we can do gardening. And it actually creates a nice microbial system underneath the cement bag, which helps quite a bit with the environment. Repurpose and reuse. Here is Joshua and the mighty Joy, the lovely Joy. I can shoot wherever I want. My beautiful queen. What are you watching?
Nothing.
We're watching California Vineyard.
California Vineyard.
Yeah.
Always studying, always looking for ways to improve. Amazing. Deck's looking good, eh, Josh?
The deck in front, well, I'm quite excited about it. And I've already seen the other deck he's built. And he's already told me stories about how he did furnishing for houses in Canada. So, for me, it's just the quantity that's being done. You know, he says, well, let's set this deck up. Bam, it starts setting down. He said, let's set this up. Bam, it starts setting down. Anything this guy touches, instantly starts hitting the ground.
Nice. You like the way the deck's coming in, babes?
What deck?
The one out front.
Yeah, maybe. Let's see.
So we've been getting loads of tree branches from the roadside guys who cut the roadside tree branches. And we're basically doing that. It's another experiment because they take these tree branches straight to the dump and mix it in with all the plastic waste and everything else that's thrown in the dump. Vegetables from the big markets go straight to the dump. And we're actually now being pioneers in trying to teach Panama a better way. They should actually have a dump for organic stuff and a dump for the other stuff, because the organic stuff can be turned into an industrial composting system, which would then turn it into beautiful rich soil, which is actually worth money. They could make money off their dump instead of losing money and having unmanageable dumps. Anyway, so for now, we're using the tree branches as a mulch. Saves us from running around in the jungle picking up mulch, and saves them from going to the dump and making worse environmental disaster. Then comes the day where these guys get stuck dumping their stuff on the bottom of the hill.
Yay! Ahorita.
So I'm presently walking down on what we call the peninsula area with my tools in hand. I'm going to be building a camp spot down here, which is relatively close to the gazebo. And this is all surrounded by the lake. Originally I wanted to build campsites deeper into the jungle crop. However, this year it looks like our tourism will be a lot more locals and a lot less international people. And what I've noticed about the Latino / Panamanian culture is they're not nearly as comfortable as being in the deep jungle as the Westerners. So my thought now is that I would build them a campsite within relative close proximity to the gazebo so that they feel a little bit more comfortable, because this would be daring enough at night to be out here. I've been meaning to get started on this campsite a while ago now, but you know, there's always things coming up, and I needed more tires anyway because I'm going to use tires as the base. So now that I can finally get at it today, and I already started a little bit, I can get ready. Here's some poles that are already set up. So what I got here is one of the posts I'm going to use in the campsite. I'm going to have 4 posts and trusses and a roof. What we do here is we pick up used car oil from local oil change guys, and then I treat the boards with used car oil. And what that does is protects the boards from insects, and it repurposes used car oil, which isn't the easiest thing to get rid of, especially here in Latin America. Doesn't that look nice? By the way, this was an old paint roller. I used it already for painting, and it was all dried up and gross, not good for painting anymore. So now it's good for spreading oil. Back to the concept of recycle, reuse. So my buddy Senor Flores came by, hola, with a load of madera, which is a very good tree for making furniture with. And the boys need some blocks up top, but I noticed something in the block. Let's see if I can find it now. It was a scorpion. Where did it go? I don't want to crush the thing. I guess you're coming for a ride, scorpion. Nej, ¿dónde? Huh. Aquí. Here we go. Not scared of you. Come on then. Look at that beauty. Finally, we get to the ultimate project. This will be the biggest undertaking we have ever done. It consists of 3 12-meter containers with 8 feet in between each container, giving us a space of 12 meters by 12 meters. This colossal home will also have a roof deck on top, and that roof deck will be able to facilitate, who knows, 20, 30 people up there enjoying life, playing music, having a good time. This location has a beautiful view of the lake. It sits 80 feet above the lake, and you're right on the edge of a cliff looking over the lake. So everybody's going to enjoy that spot. It can be used for many things: breakfast, camping, playing with the kids. Doesn't matter, it's going to be a fully functional spot. And I think after we do that, we're going to slow down on construction a bit. We still have other little projects, but nothing this big. This is the ultimate. Have an awesome day, everybody. We'll see you again next time.